and somewhat controversial niche for herself on social media, routinely posting photos of herself on top of mountains wearing nothing but a bikini. The more of these photos that she posted, the more followers that she would gain. Hundreds of followers quickly turned into thousands, and before she knew it, Gigi Wu's body had been viewed by so many people that it's almost disturbing to comprehend. But that's just my opinion. Wu herself clearly didn't care. After all, she was doing what she loved. She was using her platform to inspire body confidence and to provide valuable updates and information about the trails that she was hiking. Every time that she posed on a mountain, thousands and thousands of people would be touched, and while she did
only death and devastation. An hour before midnight on July 5th, 2013, a train entered the freight station at Nantes. The composition, comprising 5 locomotives, a thundering noise awakens the residents of Surfside, Florida. It is if an earthquake shook the town. The noise comes from one particular place, the Champlain Towers South. At the beachfront condominium, a massive cloud of dust rises in the air. Upon settling down, it reveals an awful truth. The 12-story building has collapsed in one of the worst construction disasters in U.S. history. The charming small town near Miami is the city's uptown beach community and home to some of the area's most lavish resorts. Restaurants, coffee shops, and parks provide its residents with an urban feel, while at the same time, long sandy beaches give the impression of a true vacation haven. At Collins Avenue, just steps away from the beach, is Champlain Towers South, a 12-story beachfront condominium with stunning ocean views. Its residents are considered lucky to own a property here, but in reality, their dream home is nowhere near as perfect as they believe. On June 24th, 2021, they will learn why. 98 people lose their lives in a split second. The disaster has been developing for decades, right under their feet. Just a few minutes before the collapse, a couple was enjoying a warm night in the hotel next to Champlain Towers South. As they later recalled, they noticed something strange at the garage entrance. There was a pile of concrete rubble on the floor, with water pouring in streams from the ceiling. The Champlain Towers condo had its own pool, and it seemed like water was leaking into the garage. It was a prelude to the disaster. Around 1:22 a.m., the concrete beams on the garage ceiling broke, and the pool deck caved in. A loud noise woke up residents whose condo faced the pool deck. The entire deck collapsed on cars parked in the garage. It was an image that instantly threw them into a panic. Seconds after, disaster would strike them. After the pool deck caved in, the adjacent central part broke off from the rest of the building and crashed.
Is all I have left.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
What the fuck? I just wasn't being healed at all. That's always great. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why? Yeah, that happens. Like, there's literally a Bastion main video called Flanking Orisa. Life flavor. Hmm. Damn. No. Right side.
Heal me, heal me, heal me.
Oh my fucking god. I love how it wasn't even... so true, Compa. Did you see that? I love...
Holy shit, Saturn, bro. You were so bad. How were you dead first every fucking time?
I was standing in front of Moira. And... I know I suck at this game. Thank you.
Legit.
Like, 290.
I was standing in front. I was
5K
standing.
damage.
I was standing in front of the Moira. I'll just like not stand near anything ever again. That's the new. That's the new idea. My idea is I will never stand near the enemy team ever.
I'm the last one you'll ever Systems online. Weapons ready. Can't change the world by following all the rules. We hunt foxes where I come from. Where I'm from, the foxes fight back.
I don't feel like playing May just because they told me to. That's the only reason. No, I just... Reloading.
Escort the payload.
I hear somebody right side. How many? How long do I have to wait? All that time. No healing. Ever. I have to reload completely. Yeah, true. Ugh. Yeah.
Now to show 'em that I'm in business.
I know, I'm trying so hard. Because, like, I'm just thinking the worst things humanly possible. Just not gonna peek. It's my solution. Well, thank God I did that. There. That was miserable.
Enemy spotted.
Yeah, that McCree is really good.
From imperfection, we build a new world.
My heart is strong, and my javelin is sharp.
We move swiftly.
I saw Vishkar is opening an office in Toronto.
Yes? Are you interested in applying?
I'd rather clean cattle pens in Alberta.
I don't remember why everyone hates Vishkar. What's the lore reason for that? Oh my god.
They're taking the objective. A chance to iterate is always appreciated. The payload moves at a distressing rate. Stop them.
I don't even know what I'm doing. That was unbelievably stupid. Now we have less healing. Great.
Every soldier needs a cause.
I don't understand what they're doing.
Stay close to me and I'll keep you safe.
To find success, we must search in harmony.
Okay. Their Ana's down, that's good. I'm just gonna go up here. You're welcome. Oh, they didn't touch. Cool. Wait.
crashed down. From a distance, the collapse looked like a controlled explosion as stories melted into one another. It was what the experts call a pancake collapse. The cut-off northeast corner of the building stood for a few more seconds before it too gave way. The entire event lasted less than 12 seconds. A vast cloud of dust and deadly silence spread over the neighborhood. Once the dust settled, it revealed a hair-raising situation. The western portion of Champlain Tower South was still standing. In its northern part, where it connected to the central section, were the exposed remains of destroyed condos. It looked as if someone had ripped off a piece of the building. In one of the apartments on the top floor, a children's bunk bed stood just inches from the abyss. Beneath was a 3-story high pile of iron and concrete, with numerous people buried beneath it. Just 1 minute after the collapse, the local fire brigade received the first emergency call. Upon arriving on scene, first responders were shocked to see a war zone-like situation.
Rescues are on their way. This is huge. I mean, humongous.
The central
Hugh.
section was completely
My name is
destroyed.
Hugh Mungus.
People were rushing from the still standing part of the building. From beneath the rubble, voices rang out, screaming for help.
Is anybody there? Is anybody down there injured? There's a lot of dust. I can barely see anything.
It was astonishing to see some residents emerge from the ruins as they managed to find their way out of the blocked part of the building. Those trapped on the upper floors yelled to attract the rescuers' attention. At first glance, it was clear that a massive tragedy had struck Surfside, one that required the entire effort of Miami-Dade County. Hundreds of firefighters and police officers arrived as sirens ripped through the night air. By 4 a.m., the rescue operation was in full swing. Special teams with search dogs were engaged while powerful air jacks were brought in to deal with the heavy concrete blocks. Among the first residents to be rescued were teenager Jonah Handler and his mom, Stacy Dawn Fang. The two were trapped beneath a 9,500-pound concrete slab that had formed a cave. Crouched and holding hands, they waited for the rescuers to find them. Luckily, a passerby walking his dog saw Jonah's fingers reaching through the wreckage and called for help. Dozens of firefighters bolted to take the
They're
kid
just
and
carrying
carry
him
it out.
like sack
It was a
potatoes.
risky venture, as they had to move the massive slab with an air jack on unstable ground. One wrong move, and both would have been crushed by the concrete. By good fortune, about an hour after the collapse, Jonah was taken out from the ruins and driven to the hospital to be taken care of. However, rescuing his mom took more effort and time, as she was trapped deeper than her son. Eventually, she was rescued and taken to the hospital, but sadly, she passed away.
What?
Firefighters rescued 35 residents, most of whom
Damn.
were trapped in still standing parts of the building. However, 159 residents were still missing. Both the county mayor and the governor of Florida issued a state of emergency to mobilize as many resources as possible for the rescue operation. A reunification center for families was formed at the Surfside Community Center. People were pouring in looking for lost friends and relatives. Following the disaster, a number of specialized rescue teams were brought into the scene, including the FEMA Urban Search and Rescue Task Force teams, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, and even a foreign unit from the Israeli Defense Forces Homefront Command.
Well, that's nice
The
of them,
operation lasted for days.
I guess.
Rescue teams worked relentlessly, 12-hour shifts, 24 hours per day. To add to the complications, work on the ruins was hindered by an underground fire that filled the cavities inside the wreck with smoke. With each day, the number of missing was gradually decreasing, but with no survivors among them. On July 1st, after a week of superhuman effort to rescue the trapped residents, there were 18 dead and 143 people missing. As the time was running out, the rescue operation suddenly had to be called off. Rescuer safety was threatened by the western wing of the building that was still standing in danger.
Well, we'll get back to that video. Oh, this map. Never mind.
It's time to save the world.
Jesus Christ, I got rubber banded. Oh! Panic. No, no, no. I'm going this way. Christ. Ow! Yeah. No, that fucking ult. I hate that ult, thank God. There we go. Much better. Crazy stuff. What the... How great I am at Bastion? Or, what is it? Yeah, just fuck being... What's with all the good McCrees? What the fuck's going on?
Where are the reinforcements?
Fuck! Stupid fat bitch. Just fuck playing characters that, you know, you want to learn or, you know, try to get better at. Why would anyone want to do that? Ever. That sounds fucking dumb. Let's just all play characters that we're already good at and never try anything else ever. Because that's apparently what Overwatch wants. Right side. Nah, sorry. I'm busy playing the game. This is what Overwatch is supposed to be, guys. You're not supposed to learn new heroes, you're supposed to pick the easiest one for you, and only play that character forever. Learning heroes just isn't part of Overwatch, sorry. Oh man, I'm gonna lose it. This is just the worst game on planet Earth. Don't forget, guys, never learn a new character. Quote Jeff from Overwatch. Top right. Oh, great. Ah, yes. That's great. I love dying because, you know. So the ending right next to a healer. Oh, fuck that, right? I'm dead.
Dangerously leaning over their heads. Experts believed that it would collapse within days. To make things worse, the weather forecast announced that Tropical Storm Elsa would soon hit Florida. Strong winds and heavy rain would further destabilize the building's structure and debris. The rescuers needed to work fast, but the room for optimism was decreasing. The 4th of July was not a merry day in Miami-Dade County. All of the festivities were canceled as the eyes of the entire region looked to the recovery operations at the Champlain Towers South. In an effort to locate more survivors, rescuers brought in thermal cameras and drones. Yet the odds were grim. The death toll rose to 24, and the time was ticking away. On the same day, the authorities announced that the still standing portion of the building would be demolished between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m. A company specialized in taking down buildings set up the explosives in the foundation. The storm was coming, and the rescuers were eager to continue the operation before it became too late. A group of residents, however, didn't share their opinion and were worried about the demolition. These were the owners of the pets that were still missing at the time. They gathered 18,000 signatures for their petition to postpone it until all of their pets were found. On July 5th, at 10:30 p.m., the western portion of the building was demolished. 20 minutes later, the recovery teams continued their operation. On July 6th, the Elsa storm roared across Florida. Despite the terrible weather conditions, the rescuers opened the entrance to some of the previously inaccessible areas of rubble. Unfortunately, it only allowed them to recover more dead bodies. At the end of the day, the death toll reached 36. Within 24 hours, it increased by 10. At this point, it was evident that 2 weeks after the disaster, finding more survivors would be a true miracle. Therefore, the operation was officially shifted from search and rescue to search and recovery. The efforts lasted until July 26th, when the last victim's body was found. In the end, the death toll reached 98.
Holy
Only
shit.
3 residents survived the collapse. With such a high casualty rate, the Champlain Towers South disaster was one of the worst building catastrophes in U.S. history. As the nation wept over the deaths, they also sought answers as to how such a building could collapse so suddenly. Champlain Towers South was far from low-budget real estate. Condos in the building
it's a beach
were
building.
listed at $600,000
Holy
to
shit.
$700,000. The exclusive penthouse was sold a couple of months prior to the disaster for just under $3 million.
Oh my god.
Building amenities included a 24-hour concierge, surveillance system, valet, barbecue area, gym, sauna, hot tub, and a heated outdoor pool. It was hard to believe that such an exclusive building would have structural problems, let alone collapse. But this was precisely the issue with the Champlain Towers South. In October 2018, the engineering firm Morabito Consultants was hired to inspect the building. One of the critical points in the report was the pool deck waterproofing problem. It read, "The waterproofing below the pool deck and entrance drive, as well as all of the planter waterproofing, is beyond its useful life, and therefore must all be completely removed and replaced. The failed waterproofing is causing major structural damage to the concrete structural slab below these areas. Failure to replace the waterproofing in the near future will cause the extent of the concrete deterioration to expand exponentially."
I'm the last one you'll ever cross.
Find your strength.
You picked a bad time to get lost.
Why do I have that as her thing? It's weird. Oh my god. No. Ew. What the fuck? Oh god. We're fucked. Yep. My god. No! The fuck is my aim? Get your fat ass out of the way, Aretha! Ouch. Christ. Yeah. Don't res it. I just told her not to because it's too dangerous. Like, she was very clearly just about to die. Oh my god, I hate my life. My god. I'm just consistently fucked.
impression I'm throwing a party.
Hello there. Sustaining augmentation.
Keep in sight. I'll have us in and out in no time.
Anything else I can do for you? Over here.
Doesn't it feel like Farrah has less airtime? Oh my god. There. There. Oh my god.
Helden sterben nicht.
Holy shit. Can't believe I just pulled that off. Fairmain? Question mark? Damn. I got too excited. I really wanted to kill that Bastion. I'm burning everything. Certainly doesn't help when the tank's dead. I mean, I guess they're using all their ults, whatever. Sure. Oh my god, I hit one and then I fuck it. The worst high noon on planet fucking Earth. Ugh. One more. So I can at least get past a little bit past an hour.
The inspection noted cracks in concrete columns, beams, and walls supporting the parking garage under the pool deck. However, even though the report underlined the necessity of repairing the waterproofing to ensure the safety of the residents, it did not indicate the building was at risk of collapse. Morabito never submitted the report to city authorities. The repair would cost around $15 million. It was a hefty price, but a sensible one considering the extent of the work required. The condo association agreed on the proposal and took credit to finance the repairs. The first step in the project was to fix the roof since its structure had also deteriorated. By the time of the collapse, contractors were still working on the job. However, it turned out there were more pressing repairs. 3 days before the disaster, a pool contractor carried out a full inspection to make a bid for its restoration. What he saw beneath the pool deck shocked him. Inside the equipment room, there was water all over the floor. Large cracks in the concrete walls.
Oh,
and
holy
ceiling
shit, yeah.
exposed rusty rebar.
Oh my
It was an
God.
image that caused him grave concern about the condition of the entire pool deck slab. Since 1981, when the building was built,
Ooh.
rebar inside the concrete structure holding the pool deck was gradually deteriorating. It was a process that lasted for a full 40 years. Finally, on June 24th, 2021, it simply gave in. The collapse of the pool deck slab undermined the base of the central section of the building. A short time later, the central part of the building caved in toward the pool deck. An investigation committee from the National Institute of Standards and Technology has yet to determine the cause of the collapse 1.5 years after the disaster. The investigators
What do you
state
mean
they
you
were
don't know
examining
how?
all aspects that could have contributed to demolishing the condominium, meaning the process could last for years.
Oh my
With
God.
Champlain Tower South only a couple of yards away from the beach, the committee also wanted to investigate the effect of salt, humidity, and the other environmental conditions that may have caused the deterioration of the concrete structure. There was also reasonable doubt about the quality of the construction of the building. A forensic engineering expert hired by the town of Surfside
He looks
to
like Charles
investigate the
Manson.
collapse, Alan E. Kilsheimer, said that rebars inside the concrete beams were not arranged in a way the original project called for. He also expressed doubts about the number of rebars used to reinforce the structure. Given that the building investors were accused of allegedly bribing local officials to get the permit to construct the condominium, the investigators also wanted to get into that aspect. In 2021, all of the people involved in designing, investing, and making the building were already dead.
Holy
The guilt
shit.
for the condominium collapse was to be shared by many others. That included the condo association, companies responsible for building and maintaining the building, and the city of Surfside. So on June 23rd, 2022, the day before the disaster's first anniversary, Miami-Dade Circuit Judge Michael Hansman approved a $1.02 billion tentative settlement between the accused and the victims' families and owners of the demolished condos. The Surfside condominium collapse concerned the residents and the authorities about the condition of other buildings in the town, which could be in a similar state as Champlain Towers South. With this in mind, the state of
That's
Florida
scary.
passed a new condo inspection law.
I would too.
Required any residential complex 30 years or older must be inspected for structural integrity every 10 years thereafter. If the structure is within 3 miles of the coast, the inspection must be done once it reaches 25 years of age, every 10 years thereafter. The law had finally put things in place and assured residents of Surfside and Florida that properties and lives were taken care of. Sadly, it was too late for all victims of the Champlain
Yeah, it's
Tower
like
South.
everybody's dead, so I
The
guess
ruins of their homes. Watch this episode next.
good for you for doing something, question mark? Looks like you want congratulations, because like everybody's dead, so Well, that was interesting. Okay. The fuck? Bitch. Fat bitch. Wait, can't I leave? Yeah, right here. There we go. There's the objective? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Holy shit. What is he saying? I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of thinking about winning right now, so I don't wanna waste time trying to, like, remember Spanish. Especially when I suck at it. Fucking whore. I'm not touching the plant. Yeah, this is the new flashpoint, right? Oh, it's over there? Where's the hell?
Let me try that again. Thanks.
Both hearts pumping. Enemy over here. I am outstanding.
Ooh. fucking hell. Okay. It's a bit weird. Whatever. Fucking shit. Echo's the only one that, like, goes out of position frequently, so that's why I just keep killing her. Fuck. Don't just spam ults when you get there. We can group up. I have ult. Alari. They're like fucking babies. Ulting now. Orisa won. Just Life Weaver on point. Thank you. I was gonna say, nobody should be able to get there. Hey look, this guy kept going. Nice. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guys, sorry for the short stream, but I just, like... Yeah, I lost so many times, and I just want to end on a win. And if I keep going, I don't know when that's gonna happen next, so yeah. Thanks for a good stream, guys. See you later. Bye!